is up, everybody? You guys know who I am. I'm Jay. I'm with DCA Adventure, and I am back again with another awesome video. And today we are going to talk about why it is new traders fail. And obviously, we'll chart some Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin at the end of the video. But first thing I need to say, our disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Trade at your own risk. Leverage trading is the quickest way to make money, and it is the quickest way to lose it. If you guys like our content, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You guys don't want to miss out when we are uploading new videos, new content. If you would like to have access to the DCA trading script, which I would recommend you do because it is super kick-ass and it helps a ton. Have an edge on the market, but in order to get access to that, you guys need to join the Patreon group, and you need to join my tier that is Trading with the View. And by joining that, you will get access to the private rooms in the Discord. And guys, we are growing, we are building. There is all kinds of stuff going on behind the scenes. We have DCA is a collective of all of us. Everything crypto, everything about life. We teach everybody how to dollar cost average into themselves. But saying that, we all have our own individual discords. Links for those will be in the description. Get in there, guys. Join the discords. There's so much knowledge in all of them, so much building and so much stuff going on in the community that it's crazy. You guys don't want to miss out, and there's a lot of free content there. We're not trying to get rich off you guys by any means, but definitely get in there and check it out. I know that Astro Park is running a sale in the Crypto Mentors Discord with the trading bot. We're going to go in and we're going to have a behind the scenes look at the Discords today, and we're just going to talk a little bit about what it is with new traders and why they fail. And I'm not a guru trader, guys. I'm not claiming to be a professional trader at all. I've been around the block. I'm going on 5 years now of trading, and Bitcoin specifically. So I've taken my share of bumps and bruises, and that's why we are making videos and trying to help people build a strategy. We're not going to make you rich. Our goal is to get you to rely on yourself, and you make yourself rich. We are just giving you the tools to do it. When you become a new trader, you see so many things on TV with the commercials and stuff you see on the internet, ads and stuff like that. It really paints a picture to an everyday blue collar like me and like you. Makes you really think that trading's easy and that you can get rich within 6 months. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's not how it works, guys. Trading is probably going to be one of the hardest things that you are going to learn in your life. It's not easy at all. You are going to lose. It all depends. The biggest part is, just keeping your head up, keep to the grind, trade your plan, and not getting upset and, you blow up an account and then you just say, screw it, I quit. That's strong mentality to have when it comes to trying to learn this craft, because that's really what it is. It is a craft, and if you don't have a good strategy nailed down, you don't have a good mentor that you're able to talk to, and you have shitty money management, you're going to lose. But there's different types of traders. There's different styles. There's different strategies. Yes, I'm sure you guys have seen them. There's a million get-rich-quick schemes out there. It all boils down to most new traders, especially ones that I've come in contact with, a lot of them. I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of them, a good 90%. Their expectations are too high for what their experience is. So let's just, for an example, say that you've seen a commercial about Robinhood, and people trading off their phone and making millions of dollars. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm sure if any of you guys have traded Robinhood know that it's very hard to make tons and tons of money without the other proper tools. You need proper tools. You need the proper charting equipment. You need to have nice monitors. You need to have some type of computer. I would not recommend solely trading off your phone. You miss so much information. It's better to get even if you can't go out and buy the biggest baddest laptop, PC, whatever it is. Get something cheap and shitty. As long as it's got a big screen and you can see what you're doing, it'll help a little bit. But obviously, the nicer your stuff is, the faster your trades will get to the exchange, the faster you can manage risk and do stuff on the fly if need be. But let me see here. Most traders fail because they have no idea what it takes to become a trader. Plain and simple. Um, some of the things that you will need in order to be a profitable trader is you're going to need education, you're going to need guidance, and you're going to need a mentor. Typically, if you are trying to trade traditional stocks, forex, indices, anything like that, it is super hard to talk to somebody who really knows what the hell they're doing. And if you are able to talk to somebody, chances are they're going to want a shit ton of money for their knowledge. Us at DCA don't believe that it should be like that. We feel that you guys should be able to have access to all the tools and have access to guys that have been in the space, for a reasonable price. Obviously, we can't do everything for free. For one, my wife would kill me because I spend a lot of time doing this um, versus actually trading. I spend more time making videos and helping people than I actually spend on my own trading. Um, it's pretty hard to get time to code new scripts and look at trades when you're helping other people. But that's why we do it. I'll have time to do my thing, but our main goal is to help you guys and to get you guys well rounded, get you guys a button down strategy, a button down plan, and teach you how to manage your risk. Of course, there's big things in trading that you have to understand. You have to know how volume works and what volume in bullish volume in means and what it means to have bullish volume leaving. And there's the candlesticks and how they work and patterns and price action and all that stuff. We could go on and on and on about important factors of trading. This is more of just like an overall bullet point of things that once we talk about them or once I say them, you guys will hopefully think about it. And when you run into the scenario of what I'm saying, you'll be able to work your way out of it because 100% you guys are going to go through the things that I've went through. Every trader goes through them, especially if you have nobody there to help you, to mentor you. If you're not using the proper tools, this you are not going to get rich in 6 months. It's just not going to happen. You're going to learn in them 6 months. I guarantee that. You will lose in them 6 months. I guarantee that. But if you can find the right group of people and find the right mentor that will, that has time to talk and that will actually spend one-on-one time with you, it's just going to be better for you. It'll give you a more higher chance of being profitable. No, you're not going to win every trade. No one wins every trade. Whoever says they do, they are lying to you. Um, the biggest part of a profitable trader is losing. And when you lose, as long as you're losing small amounts and you know when to let your winners ride, it can really offset big time. And a lot of new traders don't know when to take their profits, or they are way too greedy and let their trade run too long. Um, and guys that think they know it all and think that they can just go in here and throw around money and that they're gonna win. Not with Bitcoin, not with cryptocurrency. You're not. You will get bit every single time. I promise you. Um, Basically, making a trade plan and having a well-rounded risk management and being well-rounded with everything that you're doing and having a set of rules that you abide by. This is your roadmap to success. You are literally building your roadmap to success. And us at DCA Adventure, we are trying to make it so you guys don't hit so many bumps and holes um, in your roadmap. And that's what all of us. That's our goal. Our goal is to help you guys, just dollar cost into yourselves. You shouldn't have to, if you're serious about learning how to trade. You should, spend 4 or 5 years with a good mentor and learn how to do certain things, and then you should be able to go out on your own and rely on yourself, rely on your own TA, be comfortable with your own TA, trade your plan, and not break your own rules. A lot of new guys that I've helped, they do good in the beginning and everything's great and hunky dory, and then they break their own rules. The strategy that they very first learned stops working, so they throw all that away and they totally just out of sight, out of mind type of thing, and then they try something else and they just keep getting burned and burned and burned every single time. Um, that's why you guys will hear me stress, and I know a lot of you have already heard me say it 100 times about having a plan and sticking to your plan, but it's one of the most important things in becoming a profitable trader. If you are constantly changing your plan and you're constantly breaking your own rules, you will fail 100%. Um, Again, trading is probably going to be one of the hardest things that you are going to learn how to do. You have to be serious, and I'm going to be honest with you and cut and dry about how hard it is and how long it takes. It's going to take you 3 to 5 years before you start pulling in super super crazy gains. It just will. So that's just something to keep in the back of your mind, that this isn't going to happen overnight. I wish it was like that, but it's not going to happen overnight, you guys. So uh, sorry for all that ruckus going on. I got 50 things going off at once. Um, Let me see. Yeah, you will not become rich within 6 months. You need at least 3 to 5 years, and you got to be doing certain things. And there's a couple new guys in there in the Patreon group, and I have to give a shout out to all you guys in the Patreon group. I swear to God, I get in there and get in the chat, and it looks like you guys have been trading for years already. The stuff that you're posting, the chart patterns, chart formations, candles, doji candles, you guys are doing awesome. Some of the stuff that I read is like, man, it feels like this guy's been trading, for a couple of years. He's already, he's got a well-rounded plan. So big shout out to you guys. You guys are doing great. We got a couple guys in there that do spreadsheets. That's very important, especially when you're learning and you're starting out. By keeping a spreadsheet of exactly what you're doing and when you're doing and why you are doing, you will get it'll help you point out your bad habits. And then this way you can revert and try to not repeat them bad habits, because you guys got to learn from your mistakes. If you're constantly repeating the same mistake over and over and over again, well, obviously there's something wrong and you need to change something. Lack of discipline is very huge. Uh, Again, a lot of new guys excited. They want to get in the market. They want to be in a trade to just say they're in a trade. And you guys can't do that. You over trade, you will lose. You got to know when to cut it off. You got to know when to just say, you know what, I've had enough. My head's just not clear, and you need to take a step back, maybe even take a day or two off from looking at the charts, come back refreshed, and things will be a lot better for you. Uh, Especially if you plan on being serious about trading. If you plan on trying to make a living doing this, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication. You may want to look at charts for a couple hours a day, and then plan your trades, and be in a 3 trades a month type thing. The better you plan it, the higher the probability that you're going to be profitable. And like I said, there's all kinds of different styles of trading. You could trade the 1 minute charts, you could trade all the way up to the hour charts. Being new, uh, stay away from them low time frames. You don't want to be trading on the 1 minute chart. You will absolutely wreck yourself. You don't even want to be trading on like a 30-minute chart. You guys want to be up higher. Trade the 4 hour chart, trade the 6 hour chart. Trading the higher time frames will give you an overall perspective of what the market is doing, but then it also gives you time um, to make a plan. You're trading on the 1 minute. You got every candle's 1 minute. You don't. There's no time to really plan anything. That's why higher time frames I think are so much better for beginners to learn on, because they just got, if shit goes haywire, they have time to react. They have time to get things situated and handle the risk the way they need to. Um, Free platforms like Robinhood, Webull, things of that nature are not good platforms to trade on. Um, you can't get a hold of customer service. Takes forever for deposits, withdrawals. You're not trading real crypto on Robinhood. You're trading paper Bitcoin. How many times I've argued with people about this? Like, you're not really. You can't even withdraw it. There's no private keys. There's no public keys. There's no nothing on the Robinhood app. You're literally trading paper crypto. But those are just examples of shitty platforms uh, that you shouldn't be trading on. If you're serious about trading, you want to be on a verified, good platform where if something happens, you are able to get in contact with somebody. So, for instance, using my referral link to either Bybit or Phemex, links for those will be down in the description. Um, Something happens and you need customer support, you don't even need to contact customer support. You could come and say something to me, and then I can talk to the affiliate manager, and I can help get things worked out probably a little bit faster than just trying to get a hold of customer support. Like Robinhood and Webull, you won't talk to nobody, period. There just is no such thing. And yes, on decentralized exchanges, a lot of times there's no customer support. Like, you go trade on BitMEX, you're probably not going to be able to talk to anybody over there. Bybit and Phemex, they have been pretty up to snuff with their customer service. They're pretty reliable. They're pretty fast with getting back to you if you have a problem. Um, and another thing is your tools. And we had mentioned, talked earlier about the computer and trying not to trade off your phone. And I have different setups throughout my house. Okay, I got this setup here where I have 2 laptops hooked to one monitor, and then I actually, setting this stuff up, dropped a monitor, so I broke it. So I will have to replace that. But I have one in my basement, and then I have another setup up in my living room, and then I have another setup at my work. So wherever I am, I can typically get on and look at stuff and change some stuff around if I need to. But I have monitors, big monitors everywhere. It's easier to see the chart on something bigger. You will not be able to really see anything on a phone, you guys. I know a lot of my guys trade on their phone because they're not always at home. If you can't be at your computer, then you shouldn't even be even thinking about trading. It's just unless you are at home and you charted everything out on your computer, and then you have an idea while you're away of what is going on, and if you get the alert that it hit a certain price point you were looking at, then yes, I can understand entering a trade on your phone. But to just be on your phone 100% and not actually looking at a computer screen or a bigger screen for that fact, I don't care if you plug your phone into the TV. As long as you can zoom out and get a better picture of the candles. Uh, Another thing too I noticed with new traders, and this happened with myself as well, but when you start learning how to trade, you are by yourself. You have no boss. You're pretty much your own boss. Okay, so uh, what happens when you become your own boss? Well, you do whatever the hell you want, right? I mean, I know I would do whatever the hell I wanted to if I'm my own boss. My wife is my boss, so I don't get to do whatever the hell I want. I do what she tells me to do. But when you're trading and you become your own boss, you make more mistakes. Uh, what are the consequences for those mistakes? Nothing. You're your own boss. You're going to yell at yourself? No. But what happens when you are working somewhere and you have a real boss? You come into work late once, you might get a warning. You come into work late second day, you might get written up. Come and work late the third day, you might get docked on your paycheck. That doesn't happen when you're your own boss. So new traders will not learn from the mistakes that they're making. They will keep repeating them and repeating them and repeating them because there is no consequence for when they do it. So you got to know when to shut yourself off. If you keep screwing up and you keep putting in bad trades, you keep using shitty tools, you keep using shitty exchanges, you gotta know, you gotta have a kill switch. Hey, if I lose X amount of dollars, then I need to shut it off and I need to sit down and wait until I can build my account back up to X amount of dollars, and then I can proceed and start again. This is very important. If you do not know when to cut yourself off, if you do not know when to sit back and say, I need to take a break, you are going to lose everything. You're going to lose your entire portfolio. I guarantee it 100%. Uh, I can tell you guys till you're blue in the face. Yes, you will have to learn this on your own. You will have to learn your own lessons, but I'm trying to help you guys make them to be small lessons. They don't have to be huge. You don't have to blow up your account. You don't have to hit every freaking pothole on your roadmap as you're going through it. You know, this is your roadmap to success. So you really want to treat trading like a business, like you have a boss. And if you keep making mistakes, the consequences are going to be this. Yes, you make a mistake, the consequence you could say would be losing money. Who gives a shit? It's your money. Just put more in there. You know what I mean? There's no you're not gonna be like, it's just hard to explain, but you just have to have a cutoff, you guys. You can't keep making the same mistake over and over and over again, and I can't help you if you're not gonna learn from the mistake. If you're gonna keep making the mistake and I'm sitting here blue in my face screaming at you, telling you not to do that, and you do it anyway, then there's only so much that I can do. And that's why a lot of this is up to you, and this is why we're trying to teach people how to rely on themselves and do this for themselves and not rely on anybody else. But you guys have to treat this like a business. You have to, you got to be humble. Humble is another big part of it. If the market's always right, no matter what. Doesn't matter what's going on, the market is always right, and that is something you want to always tell yourself. The market's right no matter what. So in order for you to be right, you have to know how to read the market, and that goes into studying how volume works, studying how candles work. Those two things right there are probably one of the most important aspects of learning how to trade, is your volume and how candles and price action go together. I've told you guys before that I don't need any of the scripts and the indicators. I can, for the most part, just look at the candles, and I know when I should enter and when I should exit. All about drawing trend lines, drawing triangles. There's a number of different things, but in order for you guys to be successful, you got to have a good trading plan. It's got to be buttoned down. You have to have rules in place. You have to abide by them rules, and you got to treat it like a business. You really do. You want to be humble. When you're wrong, you need to say that you're wrong. It happens to me a lot. Just because I trade Bitcoin and I've been around, almost 5 years trading, and I make money here and there, does not mean that I'm not ever wrong and that I screw up. But when I do, I learn from it. I try not to do it again. That's like with stop losses. This group of new guys that I have right now in the Patreon group, they have done pretty good. I haven't heard of any of them getting liquidated, so that's awesome. I did have a group or two before them that, dude, it was every other trade. We'd post a trade in the Signal group, and then we'd post that we took profit, and then turn around, and this guy thought it was going to keep running, and it didn't. It actually reversed and came back, liquidated them. Didn't have no stop loss. Went in all the way, $12,000 gone. One trade. That's all it took was one trade. 12 grand gone. When he could have listened and took an extra 3 seconds of his time and put the stop loss in, and it would have saved everything. Simple rules, guys. Simple rules. Trading can be the hardest thing in the world to do, but it can also be easy as well if you can get a grasp of what's going on, and you got the right tools. You're using the right tools. You're talking to the right people. You're trading the right stuff. You're managing your risk well. So, by joining the DCA Discord, joining the Crypto Mentors Discord, joining the Family Mine, doing any of this stuff, depending on what it is that your roadmap is looking like and what you're trying to do. Over at DCA, we have the right tools. We got trading scripts, and we got people that have had boots on the ground and have been in the space for quite a long time. They know their way around a little bit. We got nefarious technology. Guy is super on point with his charting and his TA. He's actually started a challenge that you guys should go get in on. It is $9 to $300 challenge. So he's going to turn $9 into $300. He's done this before, and so he's going to do it again, but it's going to be a challenge. Basically, you can only start with $9. You can't deposit anything in unless you blow your account up. Then you're going to have to, obviously deposit another $9 in. But basically trying to see who can make the most money out of $9 to $10. I probably will be joining the challenge myself. But we have the right tools in the Discords. We have the right people in the Discords. There's not one person in there that won't stop what they're doing and take the time to explain something to you if you don't know what's going on. And by you even asking anybody is showing that you are trying to progress in the right direction into becoming a profitable trader. If you should be taking hella notes, you should be having notebooks. I got notebooks stacked everywhere. I probably got 30 some notebooks full of just trading information, full of stuff I learned, different chart patterns. I used to have shit posted up on the wall all over the place to help me recognize certain patterns, and now that I've stared at them for years, I pretty much got them burned into my head. I'll jot down notes here and there, and a lot of times I pull out some of my old notebooks and I go off of what I have written to make some of the videos. Kind of what I just talked about and went over right now was stuff that I had learned previously 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, I had learned. So it's all, it's pretty much all how you guys grasp it, how you take in information, who you're talking to. But at DCA and at Crypto Mentors, for 25 bucks a month to get the right tools, to be on the right exchanges, and to be talking to the right people, is super super cheap. You are not going to get that whole package anywhere else. You try to go somewhere else and get all three of them things, you are going to be paying a lot of money. And not only just the trading knowledge that we have there, but we got other people there too that are, Chris, he will help you brand anything that you're trying to brand. Mikkel and Nemesis, them guys will help you do anything with your mining. Gundy, if you were trying to do any kind of editing, you're trying to make an intro, an outro, and if you just want to laugh your ass off, going into his part of the Discord is perfect for you. But we're there to help everybody. We're there to try to get you guys on the right path as far as trading goes. Life could be a lot easier having all of us there, being at the right spot, being at the right place at the right time. We have been kicking ass in some trades, and I'd like to go in and we'll go behind the scenes here a little bit, and we'll show you guys some of the signal results and kind of what we do in our Discord, what is going on. First, we're going to go over to the DCA Discord. This is the private room that you will get if you're a Patreon. This is the read-only signal chat right here. And as you can see, I posted, nice bull flag on the daily. Be playing the break of the flag, top or bottom. This is the daily chart, trading on big time frame account. Set it and forget it. And then boom, 104% profit on that trade. Here's another one. Click on it. We had this is how we were playing the breakout, but we had a nice cup and handle right here that we all traded. Had some good gains on that. 240% profit right there. Traded this plan to a T. Open small, low leverage short at 98.20. Tight stop. Hoping this is a top for now. If it's not topping and we get stopped out, we will reset position in the next area. And there you see I was stopped out. I'm sitting on my hands. Lingo that we just have in there, if I say I'm sitting on my hands, it just means I'm not trading. Shorting 10,000 with a stop at 10,250. I exited out with 87% profit there. Nope, 94% profit taken. Doubled my money in 20 minutes. We had a shorting opportunity here. Keep testing the 100 period MA on the hour chart. Try to short at the line with the stop behind it. And then as you can see, boom, 131% profit there. And then usually if we get these big runs and I get a good lead into the profit, if I'm over 150, I like to put my stop at the 100% mark. So that way at least I'm locking in 100% profit. And if you were in the Patreon group, you guys would learn how to do these setups and how to move your stops and stuff like that. But we go through everything with you. We start with you from the very beginning. We teach you the do's and don'ts. And we get you slowly set up into stepping into a real trade. At any time, you guys go in the Discord, you can ask any one of these people about our trading style. If we're any good, if we know what we're talking about. I totally trust that the guys in here would tell you some good things. I don't know. Playing the breakout on the 1 hour chart, we get stuff like this. And then you look, boom, stop move to 50% profit. We broke out even more. I took profit there. And then we dropped even lower out of that triangle. Here's I lost $100. I was actually trying to short the retest of the triangle, and we blew right back through it, and I got stopped out. I had two different positions. They both hit my stop loss, so I lost $100 between both positions. It could have been a lot worse. So not only am I posting my wins, I will tell you what I lost. I may not tell you how much Bitcoin I gained with my percentages, but I'll show you the percentages. If it works with $1, it'll work with $1 million. I just think showing exactly what I made will, it makes you a target. Nice bear flag on the 4 hour, and that's where we stopped there. But here's Nefarious's 9 to 300 challenge channel. DCA with trading. This is the other Patreon channel that you will get as well. This is just where all of us Patreons talk. All kinds of good chatting going on in there. Nefarious does a lot of his TA in there, so you guys will be able to go in and see that kind of stuff. And then obviously the read-only signals. You can come in here, see what I'm doing, see what I'm trading. We got brand the world. There, if you're only interested in the trading part, then this is us right here. But you guys can see there's so many different things going on in our Discord. Mikkel just hooked us up with this kick-ass bot. You can tip anybody and one of the gazillion cryptos that the thing offers. That's been pretty sweet. Been playing around with it. Somebody posts a good chart or says something that's very intelligent and very useful. I try to throw them tips here and there, but we just got it, so I'll definitely be implementing some type of reward system for my guys in our tier. If they're posting good content and stuff like that, then definitely would like to start tipping them. We're going to go over here to Crypto Mentors Discord. This is my Discord. We're going to go down here to the signal results. Now we have AstroPark's bots over here. Now his bots will spit out trades. Now you can actively set a bot up to trade off of the AstroPark scripts. You can do that, or you can just look at the bot channel and let it spit you out trades and then trade him from there. But all these that are posted in here are script and signal results. As you can see here, he made $450 here off a trade. He said go long. It went long. We had Grits here. He took a 500% profit. Took another 375% profit. Kevin got a 22%. There's another one for 169 by Grits. Another 225. 56 by Kevin. AstroPark long 2 days ago at 88.40. Now we're over 9,200. This is the bot spitting out these. AstroPark Algo Trading version 1 bot on the 15-minute time frame suggests to go long on Binance. Current is 88.40. And the bot's very accurate. It did catch the really big dump we had. Here's just a thing that somebody posted. I copied and pasted it. It said, since I've joined the trading pledge on Patreon 6 weeks ago, I have earned $500. I continue to learn no more than 5x leverage for now, and I want to give a big thanks to Jay, Variant 8, for lessons and support. See, it's just stuff like that, guys. Here's another version 1 signal from AstroPark's trading script, another 24% gain. Here's one that I had a signal for 846%. And you guys can just see, you can go in through here and they're all over. Let's go into the bot channel and show you. These will spit out all day, different times whenever the bot finds a setup. It may be a 15-minute time frame, it may be an hour time frame, it may be a 30-minute time frame. They're all different. A lot of times you want to be at the PC when it spits it out. You don't want to get a 15-minute signal and come to it a half hour to an hour later. It's probably no good no more. You wouldn't want to enter. You would want to try to enter these trades as soon as the bot spits them out. But yeah, I mean, you guys can see in here that it's doing it all day long. So I mean, even if me and Astro are not physically posting signals, this bot is trading 24/7. And I will admit, I have been slacking off over here on the Crypto Mentors. I've been so busy with a bunch of other stuff. It's been hard to get over and actually do a lot of stuff. Astro's been busting his butt pretty good here lately, and appreciate you very much, buddy. Just wanted you to know that. Next week, me and him have planned. I'd like to do an interview with him. You guys get to know him a little bit better. He's a really good dude, and you come into the Crypto Mentors and you want to learn something, and I'm not available. He will help you no matter what. So he's a very good dude. So get in there and check him out. We have Bitcoin TA channel, our Scalp Signal channel. This is for paid members only. We have one-on-one consults. Obviously, you would have to pay for these. We got the Crypto Mentor script, and then we have all kinds of different other strategies: swing signals, Renko strategy, 15-minute strategy, forex, short-term, long-term, mid-term, educational channel. There's all kinds of stuff to do in here. That's just a little bit of behind the scenes. We got a premium chat. We got trading music. I mean, there's TA everything, whatever you're looking at. But that's it for the Discord. So guys, get in there, join them. It's only going to help you, especially if you're very serious about trading. Get in there with the other guys. We do group calls on the weekends. I will to get one-on-one with you if that's what you want to do to get. But because a lot of times when we're in a group setting, most people don't want to ask questions because they feel like it's a stupid question, or I should already know this, and no question's stupid. You guys have heard your teacher say that your whole life, especially learning this kind of craft. You need to ask as many questions as you can. You don't want to learn the hard way. That's our goal, is to not teach you and you guys not have to do this the hard way. So that basically kind of going over a little bit of what you should be looking for if you are trying to be serious about this. So now that we've talked about it, I guess we should probably chart some Bitcoin then and see what's going on here. First, we'll start off with the weekly chart. And you guys can see we're in this broadening wedge here, and we are testing. We're pretty close to the top of it. These go either way. I've heard a lot of people say they break down. I've heard a lot of people say they break up. Anytime that I draw a triangle, I'm playing the breakout. I don't really care what's going on in between here. Yes, I will trade it when I see a perfect place. So obviously, with us being at the top of the triangle or the wedge, this would be something to keep your eye on and possibly short. I would be looking for the breakout though, to do a long here if we broke above the triangle, put my stop loss back inside the triangle, let it ride up, hopefully come back down, test as support, validate, then take off again. So if you miss it on the first breakout, and if it comes back to test, you can get in again. A lot of times if it breaks all the way up and it takes off, especially on a lower time frame. And same with the bottom of it, guys. The bottom of this triangle is down here at the $2,145 area. Wouldn't that be something sweet? But yeah, if it was to come back down to the bottom and test this, obviously I would try to short at the bottom of the triangle, wait for the break, put my stop inside, and then let that thing break down. We'll turn on our moving averages. We need to get above the 9,300 area for us to keep looking bullish. So we'll see. As you guys can see, we got the 50-week moving average right here. It was looking like it was resistance. We have broke up past it. 21-week moving average right here is acting as good support, and it usually does. Every time that we've ever been underneath of it, it's done pretty good. But when we do break it and we break under it, we get huge dumps. So use these moving averages, keep them on there. You always want to be paying attention to them. we've never broke the 200-week moving average. We've never actually had a close underneath of it. So if we make it back down to that far, that's $580. That'd be, or $5,800. That'd be so awesome. But I would be looking for a run to the 93 to 9600 dollars here very soon. We got to get up above 9300 and we got to stay above it. We got to close above it. That would be very bullish, in my opinion, if we could do that. We do got a nice candle there, so hopefully we can get up and stay above this 50 week moving average. We are testing, though, huge resistance right here on the weekly. The 91 to 92 is some tough resistance, so it's going to take probably a couple times to get broken through that. If we do get broke through the 9300, we're going to 10.5 quick. And then obviously you guys already know it. We have started a new uptrend, and we will be longing the shit right out of Bitcoin. But in my honest personal opinion, I'm still very bearish right now. I still don't think that this thing's gonna rocket right away. I kind of want to believe that it's gonna be like the last halvings, where we had some nice dumps and stuff after, and then we slowly creeped up and then rocket, 8 months to a year later. So you can see here we had the 50 cross, the 100 on the weekly, so that was a nice golden cross. We did get to pump. Then we had a death cross with the 21 week crossing under the 50, and it did just that. It dumped right back down. So now we got the 21 week. It's curling upwards, and that's a good sign. If we can get back up above that 50 day or 50 week, we'll see a nice big move. If we get to 10,500, I think we'll reject there. I don't think that we'll get up there and we'll hold if we do get it. Click over here to the month. This is the channel I've been looking at on the monthly. Obviously you guys have seen my other videos where I drew the big bull flag here on the monthly, the biggest one Bitcoin's ever had. It goes something kind of like this. But right now I'm just focused in on the channel we have here. Okay, so as you can see, we got up above that channel. A close above it would be bullish, in my opinion. We need to stay above it. If we would happen to break back down underneath of it, I would assume that we will probably break the bottom of the channel, and we'll actually come back down here to, we could come right back down to the 3,000 to 3,200 area. Not saying it's going to, but it's possible. That's what the chart's saying. That's what it's showing. We do have some support rate in the area of the $5,900 area. And you guys know, when looking at support and resistance, you want to think of it as an area. Don't just think of it as a solid line, because it's an area. And that's, if you pull your little square up, you can draw your areas in there. So like, I would probably go from the candle body down to the bottom of where most of the wicks touch, and then you got this area of support. So anywhere's in there, it could come down and stop and then go back the other way. I'm looking at that channel. You could, being on a monthly chart, this takes forever to play out, but this is great that we did break above here. We need to close above it. We still have 18 days and 4 hours left to close on that candle. So hopefully we can get up above here and we can stay above there. That'd be super bullish. You guys could even kind of say that, well, no, it isn't a bull flag. It might have been back here, but with this, would make it invalid. But yeah, and then you could look to, you could draw you a line right across for your resistance. You got one there, and then you got a wee tiny bit of support in there as well. So you could kind of be trading this channel too. Obviously, if we're in the middle of the channel, we're kind of just neutral, hanging out, ranging out. If we break the bottom, we're gonna break good. But it's just, draw these lines on your guys' charts, and you can watch all this stuff. Just like with having all the moving averages and everything on there that I trade with, it's good to have that stuff. Try to copy my lines, that way you can watch the same thing. Let's flip over to the day, or you know what, click this one off and go over here, and we'll go to the day on this one. Okay, so on the daily, you guys can see that the 21-day moving average crossed over the 50-day moving average. So that was a golden cross. So you had a nice little jump up. And that gave us our run to 10,000. We crossed again. We crossed the 200 and the 100-day moving average, which give us the next pump. And kind of looking at this is a big area right here that's been just, what in the hell are you doing? You gonna cross above, or you crossing below? Faking us out, or are you gonna death cross us? 100 and 200-day moving average riding right on top of each other. The 200 moved up above the 100, so I mean that should have been, a death cross right there. And right when it happened, and it did, as soon as it happened, we did get the big dump. Where did we come back down to, though? We broke through that 21 day and came right back and sat down on top of it. So the 21 days, acting as good support. And anytime the 21 is over top of any of the other slower moving averages, you want to try to long it when we come down and test it. Just like back here, I've showed you guys 100 times. I showed you the same exact strategy, only with the 50-day moving average. I would show you guys how to, anytime the 50-day is above the other two slower moving averages, 100 and 200, how every time we come down and test that 50, but the smaller of the moving average you use, the tighter it's going to be on there. So you put the 21 back up there, and it's even more accurate. So depending on what moving averages you're looking at, what you're trading with. Bitcoin up to 9,300. You were going, boys. I told you. I posted in the Patreon a few hours ago, said I'm looking for 93 to 9,600 today, and what do you know? We just shot up there. So you guys get in there, get that freaking good knowledge. You guys could have hit that trade. I'm guaranteed I'm already in one right now. I had stuff set. I had my plan all planned out and ready to go, and hopefully it picked my trade up. Hopefully I'm in some profit right now. We'll see as soon as I'm done. We need to get above 9,300, guys, for it to be bullish. It's got to close, and we're still looking at all the same areas that we were before. We're testing this neckline again on this head and shoulders over here that we got. You can see that we're coming right up to the top of it. You always look left on your chart. That's a big area of resistance through there. Let me see here. Yep, 93 to 95, almost 96, looks like a pretty big area of resistance. So it, keep that in mind. We got to break that. We need to get back up here to 10.5. This is where we're looking. And then once we get to 10.5, we got a huge amount of resistance over here to break. That's why I don't think we'll break and have a continuation right on through it. I think we'll break it, probably reject, and come back down. And I think we'll have to try it a few times before we get enough oomph to actually get through and get on a run. I'm still bearish right now until I can see anything other. I think right now everybody is still FOMOing, is still excited about the halving and all that noise. So I'm just gonna keep it safe. I'm gonna play it safe and see what happens here. Let's go over here and take a look at Ethereum. And Ethereum on the 1 day, we came up and we're testing that 21 moving average. Okay, so when it's underneath of us, when the price is underneath that 21, it usually does act like pretty good resistance for the most part. But that's not to say that we can't break through it right now. We're about to have a golden cross on the 50 and 200. So if this happens, guys, we're going to get a nice run from Ethereum. Where is it going to go? We're probably going to see 214 to, I'm going to say high 245. That would be the high, 245, $250. I think we'll end up right up here again. Unless Bitcoin can make it smooth, then we'll go a lot higher. But yeah, watch this on the daily, guys. The 50 and 200 day moving average. I'm about to have a golden cross, so keep an eye on that. Check out Litecoin's daily real quick. Coinbase. All right. So with Litecoin, we are about to have another death cross. The 100 is about to cross underneath the 200. Let's keep an eye on that. That may not be good. Back here we had a nice golden cross. And we got to pump. 21 day moving average cross the 50. And then we're going to have it up here. And guys, a lot of time too, when we get these crosses, the golden crosses and the death crosses, usually we'll have an opposite effect at first. We'll start to have a nice little run, and then boom, it'll cut you in half, and it'll cut you at the knees, and it'll dump way back down. So just keep that in the back of your minds that this could happen. Keep all this in your heads here with these golden crosses. Draw these in your charts. I think we could get back up there to the 45, possibly even $50 on the Litecoin. We do got tons and tons of resistance though all throughout this chart on Litecoin. If we don't, I would say we'd probably come back up here and at least test the 21 at 45, and then maybe come back down to 41, 42 again. But yeah, this just simple things to watch on the charts. See if they play out. Draw your triangles. We'll just draw one real quick just to show you what you would have done on this breakout. So drawing that triangle in there, as soon as you would have broke the bottom of that triangle, you would have shorted. You would have put your stop loss up in here, back inside the triangle. And if you would have had these moving averages on here, I would have taken my profit right at the 50-day moving average. Yes, we did dump a little bit more. You'd have missed that, but going off technical analysis and how I was taught to trade these moving averages, usually that would act like support. But you can see that we did obviously break down through it. We came back up, and now it was acting as resistance. So now we need to get this daily candle to close above that 50-day moving average for it to continue to be bullish. And then obviously we're going to come back up and test the bottom of the triangle around $44, $45. And we'll have to break that. If we do break this area through here, be looking to test the 100 and 200 day moving average at the 51 area, 52. Again though, I'm still bearish. We'll play it by ear until we get over 10,500 on Bitcoin. I am bearish on everything. A couple more days, things will be settled down from the halving, and it'll be no big thing anymore. Everybody will forget about it, and then that's when shit's gonna fall. That's when shit will hit the fan. So, but all right, guys, that's all I got for today. I hope you liked the content. I hope you liked my video. Please smash the like button. Join the links, get in the Discord. All the links, all that stuff is in the description. Hope to see you guys in there. Stay safe, wash your hands, stay inside. Have a good night.